All right, so I have our summer book that I'm going to read to you, and it is called The Days of Summer. Okay, so we are celebrating summer today, and this is one of the activities you could choose. So, Days of Summer. It's summertime. Summer is the hottest time of the year. So, officially for us, summer begins next week, the summer holiday. But for real summertime, it doesn't begin till June 21st. Okay, so after June 21st is officially summer, but we're going on summer break starting next week. So no more schoolwork unless mommy has a few things for you to work on over the summer. So it's summertime. Summer is the hottest time of the year. What would you want? What would you wear to play in the sunshine? So there's been a few days that it has felt like summer. And what did you wear those few days? Okay, probably shorts, sandals, t-shirts. You're not in your winter clothes. You're not wearing your earmuffs unless you're going to dress up for Antarctica. Okay, so it's hot. The weather is turning hot. The flowers are out. It's turning green. And you're dressing for the summer. Okay, so you're getting cooler clothes to wear. Playing at the park. And hopefully the parks are beginning to open up again and the sliding boards you'll be able to use. I heard on the news that parks are beginning to reopen up. So it'll be a good time for you to go to the park to play on the sliding boards, play on the balance beams, do gymnastics, all those fun things that you do outside with your family in a safe way. Splash time. It's perfect time for keeping cool in a wading pool. Okay, so what's the difference between a wading pool and a swimming pool? So this is a wading pool. Okay, it's a small pool. Some people might call it a baby pool, but you know what? Even grown-ups sometimes use wading pools just to get their feet wet and cool down a little bit on a really hot day. This one I think is a really cool wading pool. It has a giraffe on the top of it. All right, so it's not that you're going to get completely underneath the water, but you can splash around and get wet and cool off on a hot day. Also, sprinklers that come up and you can run through them, or the big long strips of plastic that you can run and slide down, slip and slides. Those are fun. Backyard pools will be fun to have. And then probably sometime through the middle of the summer, the big swimming pools will also begin to open up. All right. Fun in the fields. Time for you to go on a hike with your parents or run through the grass, and it grows tall and it can be tickly when you run through it looking for butterflies. So family fun is the word we're looking for. Out in the sun. Family fun in the sun. Okay? Summer celebrations, things that we like to celebrate in the summertime. July 4th, hopefully we'll have some fireworks going on. If we don't have the big ones, then your family can do the small little sparklers and the fireworks that you can do in your yard. But summertime has lots of celebrations, so enjoy those celebrations. We also have summer birthdays. Mrs. Snyder's birthday is in July. So if you can remember her over the summer, I know she would love to get a homemade card from you during the summer for her birthday. Oh, and this did open up this past weekend for Memorial Day, the ocean, the beach. Okay, so if you get time to go to the beach and build sand castles or swim in the water, don't forget to wear your sunscreen at the beach. Okay, so here we are putting on our sunscreen, being safe, and then playing and making sand castles. Okay, in the water, jumping in the waves. Okay, and finding starfish. Okay. So finding the starfish, very cool. Picnic treats. No need to stay indoors for meals in the summer. Fun in the sun. Instead, try a picnic. So we have a porch, a deck porch outside, and the past 2 nights we've been eating our supper on the deck and grilling out with our grill. So lots of fun things to do in the summer. Don't eat indoors when it's outside. Fun in the sun is a possibility. Boating trips. At the lake, you can float your toy boat or practice in a rowboat. So if there's a lake close by that you can go to, Pinchot State Park, when that opens up, they have a wonderful lake you can go to. There's also Lake Grub. If you have your own canoe or kayak, you can go down the Conestoga River in your own canoe or kayak. There's some privately owned campgrounds like the Promised Land Camp or Refreshing Mountains even that you can make an appointment and go and use their equipment that they have there. They're trying to do some new things this summer, so not as much camping at first of the part of the summer, so they have a lot of family activities that you can go and have some fun in the sun. All right, summer treats. My favorite part of summer is when the ice cream places open up and you can go get ice cream. Oh, my favorite part. Also at the end of summer when the watermelon comes in. So lots of fun stuff that you can do in the summer. Okay. All right. So that is my book on days in the summer. So think of all the exciting things that are coming up that you're going to be able to do. Now, most of the time, the weather in the summer is sunny. Okay, so most of the time you have sunny weather. There does come days, wow, that doesn't sound very good English. There are days where we have rain and thunderstorms. But most of the time in the summer, we have a lot of sun. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. Lots of warm sun. Warm and bright. The sky is blue. There are no clouds. That is because today is sunny. All right, a picture of the city, and then outside of the city is the park. I believe this looks like New York City. And then they have on the outskirts is Central Park. Beautiful place to walk in the park. I love Central Park. Okay, we need the sun. The sun is a giant star. It is like a ball of fire. The sun sends heat and lights to the earth. So when God created the sun, he created that for us. So it will heat our planet, give us heat so we don't get too cold. Okay, we don't want to be an ice planet. We want heat. And then it also gives light. And as the earth rotates on its axis around the sun, we have day in the daytime and night in the nighttime. So when the earth is facing the sun, then it's our day. When it's away from the sun, then it's our night. All right. I don't know that I showed you the picture of the sun and the earth where we live. We need the sun to live. It helps make our weather. So God knew what he was doing when he created the sun. He knew we needed that sun in order to survive here on earth. And so he made it just the right temperature. If it was too hot, we would burn up. If it was too cold, we would freeze. So he made it just perfect. The sun warms the air. The warm air meets cold air. And what happens when the hot air and the cold air meet? Then you have wind, and the beach is really windy, the windiest place in the summer, and that's why it's a great place to fly a kite. Now there have been a couple of days I wish I had a kite. I don't have a kite, and I wish I did, because there have been a couple of days where it has been really nice outside, like really warm, but a nice breeze has been blowing, and I would say, I wish I had a kite, because this is a great flying the kite. Also, my father and my kid's grandfather has a sailboat, and it was so warm the one day, and I was like, oh my goodness, this would be perfect, because the sailboat needs the wind to blow it. but he was turkey hunting away in the mountains. And so he couldn't come and go sailing with me. We'll have to work on our timing. All right, the sun makes water evaporate. The water turns into a vapor, and then clouds are formed. Okay, so any water, you have your streams, you have your rivers, you have mud holes maybe in the grass, and then some of that water will evaporate out of your streams, okay, and your little mud holes will dry up, and then the water in those will turn into vapor and go up into the air, and then that's how your clouds are formed with that vapor. And then what happens when the clouds get too heavy? They rain and we get more water. The sun rises in the morning, it brings light, and then in the evening it sets and it gets nighttime. All right, so we have the sunrise, it's coming up, and then now it's going down. Okay, it's my favorite thing to do when we do visit the ocean is to get up really early before the sun comes up and go sit on the ocean and watch it rise. It's one of my favorite things to do. Warm or cold? Not all sunny days are warm. A cold day can be sunny too. So even in the winter when it's snowy, there are days when the sun is shining pretty bright. So what are you going to do in the summer? What are you going to do when it's nice weather outside? Well, here's some ideas. Have fun. Ride your bikes. Feel warm sun on your skin. It really helps you to be out in that warm sun and get some vitamin D from that warm sun and some vitamin C. It's really important for you to stay healthy by getting that vitamin D and vitamin C, and you get that by being out in the sun. All right, so you can do the rest of the activities that are on your summer fun sheet, or pick three, I think 3 or 2 that you can pick from. But have fun, and remember, summer is all about having fun in the sun.